Hey guys, welcome to another video. I thought today I'd do something just a little bit different and do a longer video today. It's not something that I usually do because I usually just do shorts, but I don't know, I'm gonna give it a try, and if I hate it, then I just won't post it. But I thought today I would do a little Q&A just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. I like to record and take videos of moments with my kids and everything, but I realized a lot of you guys probably don't know that much about me unless you've actually met me in person. So I'm gonna tell you just a little bit more about who I am. I have a list here of some questions that I wrote down that I found on the internet, and I'm gonna go through them. So jump right into that. Question number 1, what is your middle name? My middle name is Faith, so it is Mariah Faith, and I actually gave my middle name to my daughter for her middle name. Number 2, what time do I go to bed? I'm not really a late night owl, so it's usually about 9 o'clock when my husband goes to bed. The kids are down around 7:30, and so by the time 9 o'clock rolls along, nobody else is awake. I don't know, I just like to go to bed too. So I usually go to bed at 9, and then I'll scroll on my phone till like 9:30 or 10. Number 3, what is your favorite holiday? I think my favorite holiday is Christmas. Just because I like the whole season. I like peppermint. I like hot cocoa. That season, everyone just seems to be so much nicer and more giving. And I like that we just take a time out of our year just to remember the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, I think I would have to say Christmas. Number 4, what is your favorite restaurant? I don't know. I really like Mug Shots, but they just moved it out of our city, so there's only one burger that I'd ever get there. I don't know how the rest of the menu is, but the one Texas burger that I would get there was bomb. But I also like Chipotle. Chipotle is really good, and it's a solid choice. Number 5, did you go to college? Yes, I did go to college. I went to a Christian college about 20 minutes away from where I live now, and I got my bachelor's degree in elementary education. Number 6, how long was your longest relationship? I've only actually been in one relationship. I've had like interests in guys before I met Alex, but none of them ever led to a relationship. So I met Alex in November of 2018, and then we started dating in January of 2019. Yeah. Obviously, it worked out. It was kind of love at first sight. I knew I really liked him as soon as we met. Number 7, what are your children's names? So I have 2 children so far. The first one is Declan James, and he is 3. And then I have a little girl named Alea Faith, and she is 1. Number 8, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? I think it's a tie between mint chocolate chip and birthday cake. I really like those 2 flavors. I also really like the Great Value Unicorn Sparkle though. That flavor is super bomb. So I don't know. And maybe it's a tie between the 3. 9, what was your first job? This one's kind of tricky because I had a babysitting job in high school, but I only did it once a week. And then I was an assistant to someone who sold Mary Kay products. But that was also once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks even. So they weren't really like full-time jobs, but they were jobs. So those would be my first ones. But then my first real job that was full-time was I worked in the mailroom at the college that I went to. So I worked there from the summer of 2018 until 2022. So yeah, I worked all 4 years except one semester I had to take off while I did my internship over at an academy. Number 10, what are your pet peeves? I have a lot of pet peeves. But no, I think really I only have like 3 big ones. Number 1 would be when people leave dirty dishes in the sink. When the dishwasher is empty or not even close to being full, that is probably the biggest pet peeve I have. Another one, it doesn't bother me as much anymore, But when I was a kid, it would really drive me crazy when I would stand in a line. It's like when you're waiting in line to get a drink out of the water fountain and the person behind you is like shoving you, like, go, go, move up, go. And they just like keep patting you and like trying to get you to move. Like, no, that drove me crazy. And then the third one is when my son is trying to get my attention and he like goes like, mommy, mom, and he like rubs like up my leg. And I don't know, there's just something about it. It just really drives me nuts. Number 11, do you have any pets? No. We used to have one dog, and he was a golden doodle. He had to go just a couple months after we got him because he was destroying our house. So we did not get any other pets after him. Number 12, how many siblings do you have? This one's a little complicated too. Technically, I have 7 siblings, but one of them is out of the picture. She doesn't really want to have anything to do with us anymore. So technically 7, but I have 6 that I'm really close to. And then I also have a lot of siblings that are married now, so I have lots of in-laws. I also consider them my siblings too, but technically 7. 13, where did you grow up? I was born in Des Moines, Iowa, and then we moved down to Florida when I was 3, and I've been here ever since. So 14, when was the last time you embarrassed yourself? Okay, guys, literally like a week ago, I embarrassed myself so incredibly bad. I was working in the nursery and I was talking to one of the moms that was working with me. She has 2 little girls. I was talking to her and like her kids are so stinking cute. One of them looks really similar to her dad. And then one of them looks very similar to her mom. And there's just a lot of characteristics that this girl pulled out from both of her parents. Honestly, she just looks like both of her parents. But when I was in nursery with her, we were just talking about our kids. And I was like, it's crazy just how different your 2 girls look from each other and blah, blah. And she's like, yeah. And then the conversation kind of went elsewhere. Anyway, I came home and I requested her on Facebook. I was looking on her page, and as I was scrolling, I saw this one post that she had made, and it was about one of her daughters being officially adopted. And I'm like, oh crap. Like, I literally told her, like, it's just crazy. They have 2 very different looks. Obviously they have different looks. Like, one of them is biological and one of them is adopted, so naturally they're not gonna look like each other. But like, she didn't say anything anyway, so I felt super stupid when I figured that out. And I'm like, great, she's probably thinking I'm like pointing out differences between her 2 kids, and like that is not what I was doing. I genuinely thought they're both biological because they both look like their parents. So anyway, that was embarrassing. Next question, what is your favorite color? It is olive green. Number 16, what is your coffee order? I'm actually not really drinking coffee right now. So right now my order is an iced chai latte with pumpkin or with caramel, and then I get cold foam on top. What phone do you have? I have a Google Pixel 7, but I would not recommend it. It does have a good camera, but that's about it. The GPS and everything is always messed up, and it's just not my favorite phone, but we should get new ones in May. Number 18, what is your favorite TV show? Grey's Anatomy, for sure. Number 19, what is your nickname? I actually have 2. Growing up, I was like a skinny kid, but I was super strong for my age. So I would always like beat the boys in races or beat them in like pull-up competitions. And so my grandpa started calling me Mighty Mo, and that just kind of stuck throughout my childhood. But now all of my nieces and nephews, they call me Momo, and I don't know. I just think it's really cute and I love it. Number 20, what year were you born? I was born in December of 1999. So I'm 25 years old, and I think it's cool that I was born last century. That just is a fun thing to say. Number 21, which parent do you resemble? I don't know. I'm the middle child, so I feel like I resemble both my mom and my dad. I wouldn't really look at me and be like, you look just like your mom or you look just like your dad. I don't know. I think I kind of pulled characteristics from both of them. 21, do you have any allergies? Yes, I do. I've always had seasonal allergies, but right before I went to college, I had to get a meningitis shot, and I got super, super, super sick. My body literally just attacked itself, and it was shortly after that where I developed a lot of food allergies. So, yeah, I can go into that another day, but yes, I have lots of allergies now. Number 23, how tall are you? I'm not tall. I'm only 5'2", 5'3". Number 24, what is your favorite animal? I'm not really an animal person because I'm just like really allergic to them. But if I had to pick a favorite, I think it'd be a pig. I've just always liked pigs. I don't know. They're just cute. 25. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I think it's called The Crazy Pieces. I like watching them because they're fun. I also really like Brooklyn and Bailey. I've pretty much grown up watching them. I don't know. There's some other YouTubers that I used to watch, but they've kind of gone AWOL. So, yeah. I don't really watch a ton of YouTubers, to be honest. I just scroll through reels on Instagram. Anyway, that's all the questions that I have on my list for today. But if you guys have any other questions, any other things you want to know about me, just comment down below and ask me, and I will be happy to answer them. Anyway, that's all I have for now, so bye guys.